Virtual equalised e-racing, that's what we bring you. West London VR race, VEER3, VEER3. We've turned on the corner crashing for the first time. This race incorporates corner crashing, so if you go too fast around the corners, you will crash. Now, this is on the Going to the Sun Road Smash course. I'm not sure what the Sun Road Smash is, and let's hope you don't smash too much when you do the race. We're going to do one of the 2 laps, so in the actual race it'll be 10 kilometres long, over 2 laps. We're just doing 1 lap here. Now, pay special attention to the bends. You'll see as I go around that bend that the speed is 29, about 30 kph. That's in the bottom centre of your screen. Now, you can see there I'm just steering the rider across the road. I've got the steering set up with my phone, the companion app, the phone on my handlebars, so I can turn my handlebars to steer. You have the choice. You can actually use your PC keyboard, use the arrow keys right to left, or you can have your phone there and either press the buttons on the phone or just swivel your phone. So if you can swivel your phone, you don't need your handlebars to move. So plenty of options as to how you do steer, but also the braking. 2 options here. There's a brake slider on the phone companion app, or you have to use spacebar on your keyboard. Now, braking may or may not be important here depending on how fast you're going, because this is all about the corners. There are no obstacles in this one. It is all about the corners and staying up on the corners, as well as, of course, riding as fast as you can down a straight bit. Now, remember, when you enter the race, when you join in at the lobby, as you go around this corner, you can just see speedometer just staying out of the red, and so therefore I don't crash. If that speedometer goes into the red, I will crash. So let's see another bend here, just staying under at 36 kph, and that's enough to get me around the bend, and again about 35, just keeping me under. Could probably do a little bit more, and the red disappears as I get onto the straight. Beautiful course this, as we go through some woods. If you are doing the Tapji Tour, this might be something to sort of whet your appetite, as we do go up into the mountains shortly. Not a steep climb or anything like that, but picturesque and reminiscent of a ride in the Alps, although I'm sure this is set in the USA. And you can see the speedometer there, the red just encroaching towards where I am, 30 kph. I'm well clear, no coming off on that bend. And you see the mountains ahead, snow-capped in places, very scenic, and lakes which go together very well with mountains. Another tight bend there, just staying under at 37, 38 kph, not crashing. Then round the other way again, 39, just under, could probably hit 40 there and stay on the bike, but it's smooth. Now, I am also aware that with the steering, you can see, look, this one coming up, I'm into the red a little bit, it's yellow, and just stayed in the red a little bit too long. I think you can go into the red momentarily. I think I was in the red just over it for too long there, and eventually crashing on that corner and coming off. That delays me by about 3 seconds. The race is set up to medium, so that's about how long you will be delayed with each crash. Now, these bends aren't particularly tight ones. There's much tighter ones on the Cade Sport array of maps, so this is a good one to learn from. As you can see, I'm getting around them at decent speeds, 35 plus, so not too tight, and you don't have to slow down too much. Now, when you're pressing the space bar, if you're using space bar, don't tap it. The longer you hold it down, the more you brake, but if you hold it down too long around the bend, you'll come to a halt. So as you get to the bend, you can see here now, like, it's just under 40. Now, about that point, I can start pedaling away. So if you freewheel into a bend, or you're braking, actually only brake or freewheel up to about halfway around the bend, and then start accelerating out of the bend. Otherwise, you lose too much in the way of places. So some nice straight bits here. Have a look though. This is downhill. You can see next to the speedometer on the left, there is a minus 4% gradient. So I'm going very, very fast, and that's the problem. If you go fast and hit a bend, you're probably going to be in the red. And same for that rider. So I was busy enjoying the free fall, didn't really pay attention to the course, and got caught out with the crash. Another 3-second penalty. That little batch of riders have just gone past me. Coming up to another bend, nearly touching the red, and yes, just a little bit over. So yet another crash, and those riders going past me now as I lose precious time. And remember, I have to accelerate from 0 to get out of that mess. Another bend coming up. This the red just getting close to me, but 32 enough to get around that without coming off the bike. Need to make up some time. Trying to speed up there. 36. Slowing down a little bit. Probably slowing down too much on that one now. Overcompensating after those crashes. 31, 32, 33 kph. Oh, the red goes over, but I slow down and brake. Brake a little bit too much, right down to 21, and braked a little bit too late and too much there, so lost time by braking. Going to have to make this up over the course. I've done 3 of the 5 kilometres in the lap. You can see that beautiful mountain scenery. I quite like this course, and if you are planning a trip to the Alps or doing a Tactor tour or anything else like that in the summer, or indeed mountains anywhere in the world, I speak as a very sort of European perspective, and if you're talking about the Alps, but certainly reminds me of rides in the Alps and to a lesser extent the Pyrenees. So 36, 37, being quite cautious here. You can see the red is actually would allow me a lot more speed on that bend, but not using it all. 39 kph, it's flat out and straight here. I could really be doing with going a little bit faster, I think. If you look at the top left of your screen, you'll see where I am on the map, so you can get some indication that this is a reasonably, I mean, where the bends are, they're not particularly difficult. Now I've moved my bike out using the steering to the outside lane there to take the full swing of the bend. I'm not sure, I haven't really worked out whether it's better to be on the inside or not, but my impression is that you can certainly gain a place from another rider by going on the inside, but whether or not that has an effect on that red band on the speedometer and therefore crashing, I'm not entirely sure, because one might assume that the outside of the bend is probably going to cause less crashing. Just blocking that rider there. If he'd got in front of me there, I would have been blocked and had to steer around him, or maybe even blocked on the inside. Just go to the outside to make sure I don't get caught out anywhere there. Slight drop in the internet connection there, but it catches me up, as you'll see. Through the tunnel, we've got less than 1 kilometre to go. Stunning scenery again. I mean, obviously it's not real, but I love riding in these sort of vistas, shall we say. And this reminds me so much of some great rides in the mountains. And going uphill, you can see the gradient now 2%. It's not ever a particularly hard gradient. And remember, when you go into the race, to set it to pro power. That's what equalises everybody, but it will make you go a little bit faster. And you'll find that these hills aren't too demanding. 1% here now, 600 metres to go, and it's a gentle climb. We're on -3 now, so it's a downhill section. Got to be careful on this bend now. 46 let me go around it quite fast, so that's quite good, and I'm nowhere near the red. It's a sweeping bend, and this is why I think going around the outside might give you an advantage just to not falling off, but on the other hand, going on the inside, I've definitely used it to cut in front of riders. So as I say, we're all new to Cade and we're all learning the dynamics, but that's the impression we have so far. Down to the last 100 metres, we're up to the finishing line. Look forward to seeing you in the race. It's Monday 5th of December, and this is just the preview. Make sure you stay up. Those corners will, I think, determine the outcome. Good luck.